Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. The search for a flag continues. With that, I need to go that way. Yeah. How's my footwear? Okay. So, we're searching for a flag, basically. Hope everyone's okay on this Saturday morning. Sunday morning even. Really enjoying this server that I built. I know that it's mine and I built it the way I want it, but this is playing out really well, this wipe. Getting a lot more people joining, which is nice. We've got a duo coming in that I know of, and probably more. To move a proper water bottle, we do. So we're just making our way across where we can observe a town, see if we can find a shop, and then search it for a flag. Once we get a flag, as long as we don't get killed with the stuff that we've got, we can get the beginning of a base up. And that's half the battle. Could do with a scope from a Mosin. That would make life easier. sort of know where I'm going to build. Getting a flag's the important bit though. My character also needs to sleep. Not desperate, but will do soon. So the planning's got to be right. But we slowly make our way. Now has that got shop there? Okay. That's alright. That's doable. So I'm streaming this morning because this afternoon I won't be streaming, I'll be gaming with a Chuckles on our main server, which I don't stream. And the reason I don't stream it is there's too much chance of a stream sniper. Where on here, it's like slightly harder. If people want to stream snipe me, bring it on. I'd rather they didn't, you know, they'll get a ban, but you know what I mean. It's a different way of doing things on here. It's harder for a player to spawn in, grab a gun, get to you and kill you. Obviously, if we find a flag, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it, because everything I've got is pretty essential to my survival, and I'd need to find 4 slots. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I suppose we could remove those 2 in the match and that, and move things around. Yeah, we can do it. My favourite bridge on this edit is that one just coming over the top of the valley there. Because you just don't expect it to be there. And it's so perfectly placed. So if I go that direction, that should take me into the forestry block over there, and when I come out the other side, the shop should be just there. been suggested to me that we should go for a castle build last night on stream. So more than likely that's what we're going to attempt to do. So the next thing is choosing the right castle. Green Mountain over there. Which we need to come back via. There's the shop. So this is a map. This is a 50% nerf server of loot to make it feel a bit more like the end of the world, which is why we've not found a flag. So where's our next? I'll come out of town, up onto the hills behind, and then go down south. We want to get through town and up into those hills behind. Needed that earlier when we had a 12 gauge. I suppose we could come back via Green Mountain. Up there. I love how all the loot around the place makes it feel like the world did really end here. I was going to say let's get some distance, but we can't run. Let's make our way up to Green Mountain and see if we get a flag out of that spawn or that loot crate. Even if we don't, we free up a couple of spaces, which is nice. Then we go from there, guys. My coffee went far too quickly today. It's 6:50 in the morning, AM, UK. I've been up since 4. I was working on the server for a while. Did some admin work on here. And then I've jumped on. So obviously the admin work I don't show because I was flying around the map setting coordinates for new zombie piles and trigger points for bears and all that sort of fun stuff. But all the gameplay I do show. We need to find something to lie down in while we set things up for this move in. That'll do. It's not perfect, but it will do. It's on lockpick. That's good. There. I need to replace those trousers at some point and that hoodie. But the search for a flag continues. So I know there's a loot crate in here because we came here last night and unfortunately it had already been hit. We had a restart 50 minutes ago, so there's a chance that it's not been hit. I can't remember what's inside the loot crate. I mean, I did set them, but I've set a lot of them on the server. So we won't know whether it's going to be any good or not until we get in there. Try and stay clear of the Zeds if we can. We can't. Just going to circle round. Come on. Someone's been in here, the gate's open. We're hoping for a flag. And it takes its time on purpose. This is set, so it's long. There has to be a risk involved in everything we do on this server. And this is my risk, I suppose. Good way of putting it. Oh, that's massive. So, we still need a flag. Oh, dear me. But we've got the best rucksack in the game now. We've got a jug elsewhere. Yeah. That was pristine. That one's pristine. Okay. Or jig, sorry. Replacement top would be nice. No space. No space. And a major lack of stamina. Hi Tyler, go raid something. I can't on this server at the moment. I don't have anything to raid with. I need to get to endgame to raid, and I'm a long way from endgame. A massive I'd need to gear up, get a card to get into the secure bunkers, to get tablets to raid with. Oh, do I want to take that with me? I don't have any ammo for it. But happy with the jacket. So as much as I would love to raid, we're in no way ready to raid. And I'd need to know where an enemy base was. You got this. This is far more of a... It is a PvP server, but it's far more of a harder PvP server. It's good. Bring that across to... Nah, yeah, I'm just going to carry that. We'll carry the spare rope because we'll need that for a flag. Right, and we need a flag still. That's the next thing that we need. So back on... schools. Oh, here we go. Nothing on you of use. No, nothing on you of use. No. Right, get into the trees and bandage. They've purified. Good. So it's a hardcore survival server with PvP, KOS, base building, duos only. But it really is a slower server than some of the servers I do play. What do I need? I need... We need the map. We need to repair some stuff, don't we? Repair some clothing. So retract that. Sewing kit. And repair our field jacket. Oh, I play a lot of the big PvP servers. So I play Aftermath and Rearmed and Down Bad. But I also play this side of DayZ, which is more your hardcore survival side. I enjoy this just as much, just in a different way, I suppose. Everything else is repaired. They need repairing. Put that away. So much different from console. I need a PC. Laugh out loud. Looks dope, man. Thank you. I am running it in 4K, so that helps. But certainly, it's a different game on PC. I feel... I don't know how you guys do it on console. I couldn't. Not when you see what world we have available to us on PC. Even things like code locks make such a difference. Treasure maps to initiate events. We need map back in our hand. So this is closer to a vanilla experience, but it's vanilla with extras. I think we're going to go down to here. Here. And see if we get a flag out of it. Because we're quite close. Or should we just make our way over to Berezino? No, we go down and look for a flag down there to start with. We will need to sleep. And it's my own server as well. Though everything I do on here, game-wise, I always stream because other players play it. It's only the admin stuff that I do off-stream. That way people know that I'm not making use of admin privileges. I never would. But it's worth proving that. So one of the things I've got here on the bottom, you guys can't see it. If I take it off a second, give me a second. If I just remove my subscription button. So underneath my icons, there's a moon with a bar. And what that is my sleep meter. So the more stuff I do, the more sleep I use up, and then I have to sleep. And you get a better night's sleep at night next to a fire in a house. So at some point I will have to sleep or drink lots of energy drinks to keep myself going. Morning, Kermit. How's the other end of the world? We're flag hunting. I've got loads of gear. Oh, we did have a drum in there for that. We could have taken the MG42. But the ammo's worth more to me. Actually, let's be sensible. I'm not going to take an MG42, but I want the ammo. Certainly want the ammo. That's freed me up some space. Mauser ammo. Spare belt. Enjoying your day's peace and quiet. Haha. Yeah, I know that feeling. Got 2 weeks off still. It's nice. Though my mobile's died on me this week, which is a bit bloody annoying. Not died, sort of died. It's probably the best way of putting it. It will only now slow charge if you've got it turned off. If it's turned on, it won't charge at all. So I'm hoping I'll pass the credit score to get a new mobile later this week. With my background, it's not an exact science passing a credit score. Right, what do we need next? We did our footwear. We need food next. We're not desperate for it, but we will need it. But basically now we're flag hunting, and then once we get a flag, we've got everything we need to get a base up. Then once we get the base up, then we're doing well. And I sort of know where I'm going to live. It's been voted by the community members watching my stream last night that I have to live in a castle, but I can choose a castle of my choice. Just bought a phone from Amazon. Yeah, I'm not in a position that I can buy outright. So we'll see whether it comes through. But if it comes through on Thursday, on launch day, I'll have a Pixel 10. And if it doesn't, then I'll go and buy a cheap phone off Argos. That'll just get me by. I am going the right way, aren't I? I'm not to being a stupid goblin. No, we're going the right way. Because we want to hit that one. Unless this town has a shop in it, or this village. No stamina. It's my own fault. I've got the biggest rucksack in the game and lots of heavy stuff. But if we get a base up in the next couple of days, we can then start storing goods. Which will certainly make life easier. Yeah. So I had a old Samsung, but but I've had it 7 years now and it's given up the ghost. Which I'd expect the charger port to die after this much time. It goes with the territory. But I have a monthly contract, but a SIM-only contract that I've had for 7 years. Before that, I had phones with them. So I had to pay a fair deposit. Well, I chose to pay a fair deposit to bring the monthly payments down, but what I would pay for a new phone from Argos is what I paid for the deposit, and then it will cost me double what I paid just for a SIM card, but I'll have a better phone. And arguably a good camera as well. Oh, bugger. With a pistol, I need to kill one of these because I need the fat, because the fat means I can clean this rifle. Come on, wolves. Come on. Right, while we're waiting for them, let's keep the LSW mag. Unload the shotgun. That is shotgun? Yeah. It's freed up a bit more space. But we'll keep the 5.56 mag for the LSW on the off chance we're very lucky enough to get one. Only one box of nails. 2 code locks though, and the tools we need to build the base. Alright, they're not going to come until I'm on the ground. They need to find their way to me. We need the fat. Don't care about the meat. Let's get clear and then we'll sort ourselves out and get these weapons cleaned. Right, and where's my nearest stack of rags? There's 5. Do I have anything that's more than 5? I have a 6th rag there. Good. Make a gun cleaning kit. Good. Right, let's get this weapon cleaned. That's sorted. That's fine. Now pistol. Do I have any more 9mm though before we do it? No. Gonna save it. Bin the night pistol off. Frees up a bit of space. Get rid of that one, it's broken. Get rid of the 45. 45 can go. That can go. Just moving stuff around a bit. There we are. Move that up, and that up, and that up. Move out. That was a win. So the character does need to sleep. That's my next problem. Because we need to regen a little bit of sleep stamina. And that's looking pretty good. Nowhere's perfect out here. But let's get some sleep. Oh, weapon in hand. Right, let's get some sleep. Won't take long. Okay, Gomit. Then we're going to need to eat. Well, that's as good as we could get. Yep, straight down. Miss out that place because it's normally a gas zone. Could really do with a scope for this gat. But currently a flag is more important. I mean, we're all right. We're geared pretty well. We just only got the Mosin with iron sights and the rack for close quarter. I love how I put this edit in that means all this ruined shit's around and it feels like the end of the world for real. Let's just send a morning out message out to people. Seeing it's my server, I should say hello to people. Also, having learnt over the years, sometimes it's a good way of judging how many people are on the server, if people answer back or not. At the amount of mushrooms around is not good. Ah, West is on. Hunt for a flag continues. And once we've got a flag, then the hunt for a bloody castle to live at starts. Oh, we do need to eat. Joy. Move the rack down to there. Move that one across. Make the fishing rod. Add the jug to it, or the jig, whatever it's called. Place that on that one. Switch those two round. I've got a threer. Let's move that up to there. And a stack to there. That's better. So we can now fish on the coast, or well, we can fish anywhere, but on the coast would make more sense just from a better quality food perspective. And that's the right direction. We're not desperate for food yet, but we're going to need to eat. 100% we're going to need to eat. So before we go flag hunting, we should be going fishing. No cars on this server. The only transport is foot or boat. And the boats are packable, so you have to find them. They're in hunting areas. Then once you've found them, you need a spark plug for them and fuel. And there are reasons to have a boat. There are things out to sea. Custom areas. Is that a goat? Or pit or sheep? Yes. Dinner. Do we risk it for a biscuit? That's 5 rags, and we could use a rag up because we've got bandages. Where's our matches? There we go. We're looking quite ready for war. Could do with pouches for our vest. I know we're warm, but I can live with the warmth. Come on, game. Get that meat cooked. Good. Back to flag hunting. Right, into the woods and eat some food. Or anywhere that will give us a bit of cover. And again, as per normal, eat till we're full. So we don't need to worry about it for a while. Or we use up all our meat. There we go, and one saved for later. Right, let's work out the route. Keep going that direction, should get me where I want to go. Stomach's full. Back on track. And didn't have to fish. That way, if I get killed now, I'm not giving away good food. And we've got a heat buff, which is awesome. We're going the right way again, guys. Things are on track. And you've got some hydration off it as well, which is awesome. One box of nails will do me one door, maybe a box. Thinking 20, maybe I need 2 boxes of nails, but if I can get a flag up and a door up, that would be a good accomplishment. But getting the flag is today's main mission. So that's the other option, is hit an airdrop for a flag. But I'd have to kill 50-ish zombies, which is a difficult fight. Right, I'm flag hunting. No flag today, guys. Bloody annoying. Okay, gonna find somewhere to log out, guys, have some breakfast, sort my life out. I might be back in later. If not today, I'll certainly be on tomorrow. Fucking train, military train as well. Oh. Don't need the hassle today. Got too much space, too much stuff used up. And we don't have the space to carry it. All we're really after now is a flag. That might have a scope though. Nah. Choices. We're heading for the schools to look for flags. So thank you for watching, thanks for the interaction, thanks for the chat, and I will see you in the next one.